What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tati and today I'm back with another video, okay? First things first, let's get this out the way, okay? First things first, how about we talk about that nose contour? Y'all, I am so sorry, I completely forgot to blend that out, so we are just gonna disregard that in this video and yeah, enjoy the video. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Happy freaking New Year, you guys. We made it. We made it through that shit show of 2020 because, girl, like, 2020 was really trying us. Like, it really truly was, but we made it. We are blessed to be able to be in 2021. New beginnings, new opportunities. Like, I'm all about it. In my last video, I told you guys that I was going to be filming a pregnancy Q&A and that I was not going to take months in between uploading that video. I promise I did film that video, but I don't know what's going on with the footage or if it's my computer or what, but it was just giving me the hardest time to upload, so I'm still going to try to get that up for you guys. If not, I'm just going to refilm it. So yeah, I thought in the meantime I would come to you guys with another video, and today's video I'm going to be doing the baby names I love but won't be using. I'm the type of person that I love unique names that no one else has, but at the same time I like names that are easy to spell and easy to pronounce. So yeah, I came up with 10 boy names and 10 girl names. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe because we need you here. We need you to come back. We need you to join the family, okay? But I think that's it. So yeah, let's jump into the video. Okay, so before we get into the names list, I completely forgot to mention, forgive me, I have pregnancy brain, but I am 6 months pregnant with a baby boy and I have officially picked his name. That is why I decided to do this video now. I'm like 98% sure like I won't be changing his name, but who knows? If I hear a name that just I fall in love with, then it could possibly change. But if you guys want to know a hint of his name, then stay tuned till the end of the video. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the girls' names. Oh, and disclaimer, again, these are baby names I love but won't be using, so some of these names are like a little unique. I don't think it's anything too crazy on this list, but if y'all don't like these names, I mean, I'm not using them, so you don't gotta worry about it. So the first name I have on the list is the name Kimora. Y'all, I love this name. I love the name Kimora. I first heard this name from Kimora Lee Simmons. If you guys don't know who she is, she was pretty much the whole face of Baby Phat. I love the name Kimora. I just think it's so pretty. I always told myself that if I had another girl after Kalani, I would name her Kimora. Kalani and Kimora, I just think they go together so well. But unfortunately, I used to be close to someone that's daughter's name is very similar, like literally just one letter off. So the next name I have on my list is the name Navy. Navy was actually a recent add to this list, like within the last couple months, and I don't know where I got it from or what made me add it to the list, but it's just such a pretty name. Like, I don't know anyone with the name Navy, and it's just cute and the color's cute, and yeah, I don't know, but Navy is another name. The next name that I have on my list is the name Ryder. I love this name. I think it's so freaking cute. Like, when I think Ryder, I just think like a cool girl. Like, she knows how to dress, she's cute, like everybody wants to be her friend. I don't know why, but that's what comes to mind when I think of the name Ryder. I don't know any Ryders personally. The only person I know with the name Ryder is if you guys ever watch Teen Moms. One of the moms on there named her daughter Ryder, and she's the cutest little freaking thing. So yeah, Ryder. The next name is the name Zaria. When I think Zaria, I just think princess, like of a foreign land. I don't know why, guys, don't judge me, but Zaria just is so like regal and like, I don't know. And I really like names that start with like Z's and X's. For me, I think I'm gonna stick with K names for my children unless I fall in love with a name that does not happen to start with a K. But so far, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick with the Ks. The next name is the name Sanaya. Now, this name can be spelled a couple different ways. You can spell it with a Z, you can spell it with an S. I like the way it looks with an X, and I don't know anyone with this name again. I think it's a really cute, unique name, Zanaya. This is a name that I love, but I probably will never name my kid. Like, I just can't see my child being named that. And I can't picture myself like calling my daughter like, Zanaya, come here. I don't know, but yeah, I probably won't use that name. The next name on the list is the name Kalila, and I adore that name. I feel like I'm gonna say that about every one of these names, obviously, but Kalila is actually a name that I could see myself naming my future daughter, but I probably won't use it only because I like for my children's names to go together but not sound too much alike. Like Kalani and Kalila, I don't know, they sound good together, but like maybe if they were twins or something, I don't know, I probably won't use it, but it's a really pretty freaking name. Okay, so the next name on the list is the name Sienna. I think Sienna is such a like beautiful, earthy, like mellow, relaxing name. And then you could call her Cece for short. That's so freaking cute. The only reason I wouldn't use this name is because I feel like it's just a little bit too common nowadays. I don't know anyone personally with that name, but I have heard that name quite a bit, so I will not be using that name. So this next name, I don't even think I should put on the list. I probably could still use this name. The only reason that I'm putting on the list is because I'm most likely gonna stick with the K names. If I were to ever scratch the K names though, this would be my go-to girl name, and it is the name Naomi. I think that that is the most beautiful name, like Naomi. It's so cute. I don't know anyone else with it. Obviously there's people out there with that name. Hello, Naomi Campbell, but it's just such a cute freaking name, and you can call her Nai for short. I don't know, if I ever have a girl in the future, I could still see myself using that, but then again, I don't know, I really like that name. The next girl name is the name Zoe. Like I told you guys earlier, I really like names with Z's and X's. I just would never see myself using that name, but it's just such a cute name. Like every time I've ever met a Zoe, I just think they're like the cutest little things ever. So, and the last girl name on the list is the name Aviana. When I think of Aviana, I just automatically just think of like a pretty girl, sort of kind of like Ryder. I don't know anyone with that name. It's a very pretty name. I probably will not use it because my name is Tatiana, so Aviana and Tatiana, I just feel like it's a little bit too much of the Annas going on. But it could also be a pretty middle name, I think. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the boy names. Now, I don't know what it is about boy names, but y'all, I could not come up with boy names. Like, I barely have any boy names on my list. I still came up with 10 for y'all. Trying to find a boy name that is unique but not crazy and not super basic at the same time, like, I had the hardest time. So I am so happy that I found a boy name that I truly love for my son. But yeah, but anyways, the first name on the boys list is the name Kobe. I just feel like Kobe is just too common of a name. Yes, it does start with a K, but I just know too many Kobe's, and I actually know someone that named their daughter Kobe this past year, so unfortunately I love the name, but I will probably never use it. The next boy name on the list is the name Aries. The first time that I fell in love with this name was when I heard it. I think it's either the name of a Greek or a Roman god. I can't really remember, but one of those. And when I heard the name, I absolutely loved it. I put it on my list right away. And I could just picture my son being named Aries. I really like that name. But again, trying to stick with the K names. And I do know of someone with that name. I don't know them personally, but I do know of someone with that name. So unfortunately, I won't be using that. It could also possibly make a cute middle name. So yeah, the name Aries. The next name on the list is the name Malachi. I freaking love that name. I know I'm saying that about all these names, but I really do like that name. When I think of Malachi, I just think of like the cutest little freaking boy ever. And Malachi actually means messenger of God, so yeah, it has a beautiful meaning. So if you're having a little boy and you're trying to think of a name, or you need a name to add to your list, definitely add Malachi. So the next name I have on my list is the name Zaire. I originally came across this name when I was thinking of naming my son after one of my good friends that passed away. Her name was River, and I didn't want to necessarily use the name River because I just feel like that's her name, but I was trying to think of names that were similar or meant river, and Zaire actually means river. And I was planning on using that as a middle name just in remembrance of her, but unfortunately I just feel like it didn't go with my son's first name. I might still use that name in the future. But rest in peace to River. We love and we miss you very much. The next name on the list, y'all are probably gonna judge me for, but I don't care because ever since I heard this name back in what, middle school, elementary school, I loved it, and that's the name Romeo. Of course, I got it from Lil Romeo, but yeah, I just think of like a little player, a little heartbreaker, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't want that for my son, but it's still so cute at the same time, Romeo. Yeah, I don't know. The next name is the name Julian. I feel like this is a very typical Hispanic name. I've heard this name a bunch. That's why I would never use it. I feel like it's just way too common, especially not so much here, but when I lived in New York, I knew a whole bunch of Julians. So like I said, I don't want anything super common for my son. It's a cute name, but I'll never use it. The next name is a name that I kind of have mixed feelings about. I feel like at one point I really loved this name, but not so much anymore, and that is the name Cash with a K. I don't know, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, like, I don't know anyone with that name. That's a super cute name. But now I'm just like, Cash, like, I just think of money and it ruins it for me. So the next name on the list is the name Xander. Again, you can spell this with an X or a Z. I like it both ways. The only reason I wouldn't use this name is because my brother's name is Alexander, so that's just too close to Xander. But when I hear the name Xander, for some reason I just think of an adventurous little boy. I don't freaking know why, but yeah, the name Xander is a really cute name. The next boy name that I have is the name Castiel. I originally heard this name on the show Supernatural. If you've never watched Supernatural, what are you doing with your life? That is such a good show to just binge. It has so many seasons, so many episodes. But yeah, one of my favorite characters, his name is Castiel. I would probably spell it with a K because, you know, your girl loves her K names. But yeah, I just could never really see myself using that for my own son. Castiel. And to me, it kind of sounds a little feminine, but not feminine enough to where I would use it for a girl's name. And we are down to the final boy name. So the last boy name that I have on my list is the name Blaze. When I hear the name Blaze, I just think about the most Rico Suave, well-dressed, fly little boy ever. I don't know why. It's so chill and like such a vibe. Again, I just will never use that name for my son personally, but I really do like that name. So yeah, that was the last name on the list. Before we go, I'm going to give you guys a hint of my baby boy's name. I'm trying to think of a hint that like gives you a little something to work with, but it doesn't give too much away. His first name is the name of a city, and that's all I'm gonna say, and I'm not saying no more. I know y'all's heads are probably thinking of all these names. I promise it's not like such an out there name, but when you hear it, I think you guys are gonna love it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with any of your pregnant friends, family members, and might give them some ideas. If you yourself have any good baby names, add them in the comments below. Who knows, I might add it to my list for my future babies, or someone else watching could possibly get some inspiration. But yeah, also don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.